The observation deck of the Zephyrin research vessel Quantum Drift hummed with nervous energy as 36 alien scientists gathered around the main display. Below them, on the harsh surface of Kepler 442c, a lone human figure moved across the barren landscape with nothing but primitive tools and sheer determination. Commander Vex Thull, a towering crystalline being from the Helix Nebula, flexed his translucent fingers anxiously. "This is madness," he declared to his assembled colleagues. "No sentient being can survive on that world without advanced life support systems." The planet below was a testament to hostility. Temperatures swung from -40 to +60 Celsius within hours. The atmosphere contained barely 12% oxygen, laced with sulfur compounds that would burn the lungs of most species. Radiation from the system's binary stars bombarded the surface in deadly waves, and the gravity was 30% heavier than Earth standard. Dr. Calera, the expedition's chief xenobiologist, adjusted her compound eyes to focus on the human. "Yet there he is," she whispered, her chitinous mandibles clicking with fascination. Day 17, and Marcus Thompson continues to not only survive but thrive. The human had crashed on Kepler 442c when his exploration shuttle suffered catastrophic system failure during a routine survey mission. His emergency beacon had brought the Zephyrin research team, but they had arrived expecting to recover a corpse. Instead, they found something that challenged everything they thought they knew about biological limitations. Thompson moved with purpose across the rocky terrain, his makeshift shelter visible in the distance. A clever construction of salvaged metal sheets and local stone that somehow maintained a stable internal temperature. He had fashioned tools from debris, a spear for hunting the local lizard-like creatures, a bow crafted from flexible metal strips and braided fabric from his torn uniform, and most impressively, a water purification system built from cockpit components and mineral deposits. "Look at his respiration," Dr. Calera noted, her sensors tracking the human's vital signs. "His lung capacity has increased by 18% since day one. His body is literally adapting to the thin atmosphere." Vex Thull studied the readings with growing disbelief. "His cellular regeneration rate has accelerated beyond our models. Those radiation burns from day 3 have completely healed." The assembled scientists watched in stunned silence as Thompson demonstrated another impossible feat: a pack of the planet's apex predators, six-legged beasts with razor-sharp claws and acidic saliva, had cornered him near a mineral outcropping. Any rational being would have panicked, called for evacuation, or at minimum activated some form of technological defense. Thompson did none of these things. Instead, he assessed his environment with calm precision. He noted wind direction, escape routes, and the predator's behavioral patterns. Then, with movements that seemed almost choreographed, he used a spear to trigger a rock slide that separated the pack, picked off the isolated members with his bow, and drove the remainder away with controlled fire from burning plant matter he had somehow identified as combustible. "Impossible," breathed scientist Mordai, a gaseous entity whose electromagnetic field flickered with amazement. He anticipated their attack patterns, manipulated the terrain, and executed a complex tactical maneuver using only materials at hand. Dr. Calera's mandibles clicked rapidly, her species equivalent of nervous laughter. "We've been monitoring him for 17 days. No technology beyond scrap metal and stone tools. No communication devices, no automated systems, no AI assistance. Just biological computation and learned adaptation." As if sensing their observation, Thompson looked up at the sky. For a moment, his eyes seemed to find their ship, invisible though it was behind sophisticated cloaking technology. He raised one hand in what the aliens had learned was a gesture of acknowledgement, then returned to his work, preparing for another night on a world that should have killed him within hours. Commander Vex Thull finally spoke, his voice carrying a new note of respect. "Perhaps we have underestimated what it means to be human. They don't just survive. They adapt, improvise, and overcome using nothing but their minds and will." The observation deck fell silent as they watched the human disappear into a shelter. Tomorrow would bring new challenges, and somehow, they all knew Marcus Thompson would meet them with the same inexplicable resilience that had kept him alive this long. In the vast cosmos of advanced civilizations and technological marvels, humanity had just demonstrated something far more powerful: the unbreakable spirit of conscious determination against impossible odds.